Hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. How are you doing today? I hope that you're fine. So today we'll be checking out this video titled 5 things Poland does better than the USA. Okay, I'm super excited to be checking this out. If you find this video interesting, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. Okay, and let's get right into it.
Hey guys, how you doing? We're at the rushing water right now of Great Pond flowing into Long Pond here in Belgrade Lakes, Maine. And for the first time in about 24 hours, the rain has let up enough for me to go for a little walk. And so, while I'm not really here to talk about Maine, though, I'm here to talk about Poland. My home. Well, my home for the last year until I came back about 10 days ago. And right now, while I'm down here looking at the water rushing in from one lake into the other, I'm a little bit homesick, to be honest. I am missing my adopted country, we'll say. And to that end, I thought today I would share with you 5 things. That's right, 5 things that I think Poland does better than the United States. So join me, and let's see if you either agree or disagree with my 5 things. So the first thing, and these are not in any particular order, the first thing I have to say will be the internet. And I know I'm showing you this vast open lake space. I know Poland has lakes as well. But when I was in Poland, what I found is that the internet rocked. It was awesome. Even when I traveled to different cities across the country and some different villages, I found that the internet was surprisingly super reliable. The uploading speeds, especially for my YouTube vlogs, were very good, and they were consistent. And when I was in Krakow, because I had the fiber optic, the speeds for me
That's impressive.
To put a 40-minute video up usually took about 20 minutes. That's in comparison to here. Now, granted, I am in a rural part of the United States, but there is a major city about 20 minutes south of here. And I can also base this off of this assessment off of when I am in the Washington, D.C. area, which is, the capital.
Okay.
And I'll just say this, the internet here is not as good. I've been trying to get my phone signal will not allow me to connect in many parts of this region. Furthermore, if I'm at home using the Wi-Fi, let's just put it this way, to upload 1% of one of my most recent vlogs, it took 10 minutes, so I gave up. The fastest I have gotten it now for a 20-minute vlog was about an hour and 10 minutes to get it into the system. So it is painfully slow in some parts here, so I will just say kudos to you, Poland. You do better at the internet.
Wow, this is really impressive. Poland's internet is as fast as. So what is the secret behind Poland's fast internet? I really want to know. Drop it on the comment below.
And while we enjoy this park right here, walking around, I'm going to say it's a tie for parks, because honestly, I fell in love with Poland parks. But this is about what does Poland do better. So, Poland, you do public transportation 100,000% better than anywhere here in the United States. Granted, I can base it off of some major cities using their metro systems, but which they're about the same in some parts. Like in the DC area, their metro system's great. But when you get out of DC and you get up to New Hampshire and in Maine, where I am, to be honest, you got to drive everywhere. Like everywhere. Like even if I lived in the city, there really are no buses. Walking is not really user-friendly. There are sidewalks, but it's not like everything is super convenient for you to get to. Now, maybe I was spoiled when I was in Krakow and when I went to Warszawa and to other cities, but I found like if I wanted to visit somewhere on the weekend, I could just hop on a train and I could be pretty much wherever I wanted within a reasonable time frame. Same thing with for the buses, getting and going. And here, you can ride the bus. Like I can ride the bus from Augusta down to Boston, but it's only leaves a few times a day, and it's hit or miss, and the cost is not as reasonable as one would think, and it's not going to stop that much like along the. So I'll just say this: if you don't have a car in the United States, you can't function very well. In Poland, you can, and I know that for a fact because I did. So kudos to you, Poland. Number 2, you do it better. Okay, number 3. Now this one, some people might disagree, but I'm going to say, Poland, you have healthier food. Or at least it tastes healthier to me. Now, I probably shouldn't do this for a comparison, but I'm going to compare fast food in Poland to fast food here. Because I figure if the fast food tastes healthier, then clearly it's probably healthier across the board. So, for example, McDonald's. The McDonald's McChicken here in the United States tastes like rubber. It has no life to it. It's like they threw it in a microwave, they let it sit there for 3 hours, and put it underneath the heater and then said, here's your McChicken. Enjoy it. Where the Poland McDonald's, the McChicken, it's very spry. It's crispy. It crunches when you bite into it, and it just tastes fresh. You think I'm kidding, but it's true. And I found that with not only the McChicken, but with other dishes as well.
Wow.
Getting out of the fast food family, though, I will just say, like, even when you go to the stores and buy, like, your pre-made stuff, like some of the soups, I just felt like the soups didn't have as much salt in them as they do here. And when I would go out to eat, I just felt like, well, yes, the dishes might be a little bit more rich. I felt like that the products that they were getting, they were probably grown locally or in the European Union with less chemicals and preservatives. So by default, they were healthier for you. And if I'm being totally honest, aside from pizza, I like Polish cuisine quite a bit. So, again, another point for Poland. Things you do better. So that was number 3. So, quick little recap. Number 1 was the internet. Number 2 was public transportation. Number 3 was food. And now for the final 2. So, number 4, banking. I experienced this in 2 different ways. I experienced this bringing a bank account with me from the United States to Poland, and then, having an actual local Polish account, and then.
Wow, this is really, really interesting. It is getting really interesting. Each topic is really interesting. So, guys, pause. Do you agree to what he has said so far, or do you disagree? Is that true? And for the Americans in the house, they have been to Poland. At least they have experienced both. So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Please let me know on the comments, okay? A lot of people want to know this. I am very sure, okay? So let me know if you agree to what he have said so far, and let's get back to it.
And likewise now transitioning back. And I'm just going to say across the board, I think banking is a lot more functional, and it's easier in Poland. For one, you don't have something known as a check. You don't write checks. I don't need a checkbook if I'm going to transfer money to someone or I'm going to pay a bill. You just put in their number or you put in their account number, and magically your money is transferred to them. What's also very cool, at least this was with my PNP account, I like the fact that if you don't have money in the account, guess what? They don't charge you. Like, your card
Really?
doesn't work. Where with here, if the American banks let you go into negative zone, and what they do is they just keep taking out money, charging you over and over again. Now, granted, I didn't really test this one out when I was in Poland, so maybe they do that too, but at least from my experience, when I didn't have any money in my account because I was transferring stuff to different ones, I just couldn't use that card. Some of the security features that you guys have in Poland, they are just starting to use here. So like the tap access for your cards, where you can put it onto a register, to pay for something. My debit card here in the States still doesn't have that feature. I did get a note, though, from my American bank stating that when I need a replacement card, all cards starting, I guess, next month will have that feature. So, come on, they're a year behind. For the Blick, paying by your phone, all of these features, yes, we have them in the United States, but they're not as prevalent, and I wouldn't say, it's just not as commonplace. So for me, banking in Poland was a lot simpler, and I also liked, and I should add these two things. I felt like any bank fees that I had, they were very minimal compared to what we have here, and I like the fact, because it's of where you're located, the multi-currency part of things, where you could easily change money into different currency using my phone for the banking, was great. I can't do that here. I can't do that with my U.S.-based bank account. So those things alone, Poland, you win that one too. Now, number 5, and this is probably the most important one. At least if you saw my old vlog, my old channel, you'll understand kind of the humor in this one. But because we really haven't experienced this yet in the new channel, in the Travel with Mr. John one. But the number 5 thing that Poland does better than the United States, drum roll please, is wedding dresses. That's right, wedding dresses. I felt like everywhere I went in Poland, when I was in Lublin, when I was in Warsaw, when I was in Gdansk, when I was in Sopot, when I was in when I was in Lubliniec, when I was in Rybnik, when I was in anywhere and everywhere, I always found myself in front of a wedding dress shop, or shops. If you go to the city of Białystok, I always mispronounce that. I'm sorry, guys. But when I go to that city, I was on Wedding Street Row. There were 10 wedding dress shops within a half a kilometer of one another. Maybe a third of a kilometer. But the point is, we don't have that here. We have Say Yes to the Dress wedding shows, but unless you go to the deep south, to Atlanta, Georgia, or to some of the bigger cities, you go down to New York City, you go to Boston, we really don't have the wedding dress frequency that I noticed just in my travels. Now, granted, I say that, and I know now as I look around, I might see a dress shop here and there, but truly, Poland, you dominate the wedding dress world. Well, my world, my traveling world. So, that's my list. I know I can list more things. I could get into a lot more things. But for today, those are my top 5. So again, a quick recap. The top 5 things that Poland does better than the United States. We got the internet, public transportation, food, banking, and wedding dresses. So, what do you guys think of my list? Would you add something else? Would you take something away? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Put it in the comments. Let's go back and forth. And maybe I'll do another one of these. Maybe things that the U.S. does better. Who knows? As opposed, or maybe things that Poland does worse. I don't know. Anyway, let me know. All right, guys. Cheers.
Wow, guys, this is such an interesting video. Yeah. So, Pose, do you agree with all of this he has said? And as an American in the house, I have traveled to Poland. Do you agree or disagree to what you have said so far? Please share your experience. If you have been to Poland, share your experience in the comments, okay? On the comments below. I really want to say it. And for polls, please, do you agree to this? I know I have a lot of amazing polls in the house. I have a lot of beautiful polls in the house. You all are amazing people. I appreciate you all for your love, for your genuine love for my channel. Okay, guys, I am learning every day about Poland. I keep learning, I keep exploring. A lot more to go. I am still learning. All right, guys, I'll see you all on my next one. Bye for now. I love you all.